Thank you for joining me this Thursday for an update of what Miami-Dade County is doing to deal with the impact of COVID-19. I'm pleased that we continue to show that Miami-Dade County is tamping down the curve of hospitalizations. We are monitoring those numbers daily. While this is encouraging news, we have a lot of people needing help to feed their families as they stay safer at home. So we continue working with local farmers to distribute their fruits and vegetables to nonprofits, which are getting this food to those who are most in need. Starting tomorrow, Miami-Dade libraries will be expanding services offered at 26 locations to include handing out printed applications for the Florida Department of Children and Families Food Assistance Program called SNAP. We will also have applications for Medicaid and the Temporary Cash Assistance Program known as TAMF. Residents can pick up these applications, which will be available in English, Spanish, and Creole. Applications can then be returned by mail or by fax, or they can be dropped off at one of 7 DCF locations or to the libraries. Instructions and more information can be found on the top of the page of the applications. Our county library system also continues to help expedite unemployment benefit claims for our residents. More than 80,000 unemployment applications have been handed out at 26 libraries, with more than 18,300 completed forms returned and sent overnight to the state. I'm glad to see our residents are filling their forms for the benefits that they need and deserve. Starting tomorrow, all of these forms will be available from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock at night every day. To find the library closest to you, please call 305-375-2665. You can also get a list of these libraries at miamidade.gov/coronavirus. Also starting tomorrow, our library system will be working with Animal Services on a program where residents can donate pet food at these same 26 library locations. It will then be picked up for distribution by Animal Services to those owners who are having problems finding the resources to feed their pets. I had a very productive virtual meeting with health experts yesterday from the State Health Department, Jackson Health System, University of Miami, and others to go over what conditions need to exist to ease up on certain restrictions for parks and open spaces. They agree that from the perspective of improving mental health and physical health during this COVID-19 pandemic, it's important for people to get out and get some sunshine and exercise. At the same time, we do not plan to open up any outdoor activities until the conditions are right, based on medical recommendations. The Parks and Open Spaces Working Group includes state officials as well as local and county officials from Broward, Palm Beach, and Monroe counties. This working group includes local leaders from the Miami-Dade League of Cities, the Children's Trust, and the Miami-Dade Foundation, along with representatives for programs for kids, boating, fishing, and golfing. I asked the working group on parks and outdoor spaces to break up into 4 subgroups that will include medical professionals advising them. One group will focus on parks and what activities might be allowed and when. Another would focus on marinas and boating activities on the ocean and the bay. A third group would focus on our beaches, and a fourth would be looking at golfing activities. In all those cases, we would be stressing social distancing and what statistical metrics must be met before opening up any of those activities and to what level. I have asked those 4 groups to come back on Friday with their recommendations. We will then share those recommendations with our residents at a virtual town hall next week to get their input. My goal is to keep dramatically lowering the possibility of transmission as we start to unwind some rules slowly and thoughtfully, based on medical experts' advice. So far, my orders on social distancing and staying safer at home have proven successful in tamping down the transmission and protecting the most at risk, those who are over 65 and those residents with certain health conditions. I want to stress that any future unwinding of rules will be done with zero tolerance for those who violate the rules. Miami-Dade police and other agencies will be out in full force when the time comes. Social distancing will be enforced at all stages of any of the changes that are made. And social distancing will be required in any scenario as part of the regular protocol while we work our way into a new normal. Yesterday, Miami-Dade Police Department checked on 1,100 businesses throughout Miami-Dade County, and I'm pleased to report that we're finding everyone is abiding by the county's rules on social distancing and the use of masks or homemade face coverings. Now, I know a lot of people are rightfully worried about the economic impact of what we're going through, so I want to update everyone on the county's finances. County departments have spent nearly $11 million on unbudgeted costs to help support the delivery of county services and address the needs of our community during this COVID-19 crisis. We estimate the spending during the emergency could reach $45 million, but we anticipate that all unbudgeted expenditures will be reimbursed either through FEMA or the CARES Act. Revenue losses are estimated to be about $170 million in total through the end of the next fiscal year. That doesn't include losses related to Miami International Airport or Port Miami. We're taking action as we develop the budget for the next fiscal year, including only filling positions that will be more expensive to keep vacant due to required overtime to provide needed services. Discretionary spending is suspended, and we are reprojecting anticipated spending, taking into account the current reduction in services and costs once services are restored. All these proactive measures will help us weather the unprecedented challenges brought on by COVID-19. As we work together through this difficult time, I look forward to our community once again making Miami-Dade County the best place in the world to live, work, and play. Remember to stay safer at home, and if you must go out to get food or medicines, wear a face covering and follow social distancing. Thank you for your determination, your hard work, and your kindness towards each other as we move forward together. May God bless all of you.